Hey, what's going on, guys? On the Commentator channel, this is Rage is Born bringing you a ground war domination on the map Quarry, and yes, this is Modern Warfare 2. Class setup here, I'm using the FAMAS with the red dot, and my secondary, I believe it's a Spaz 12. Using Semtex, stuns, and my kill streaks in this game were the counter spy plane, the Predator missile, and the Harrier strike, which is by far my favorite kill streak setup in Modern Warfare 2. A lot of people like Modern Warfare 2 for the really high powerful kill streaks, but to be honest with you, due to the care package glitch and everything getting shot down like every 2 seconds, it's kind of trained people to shoot down air support. So, you know, chopper gunner, AC-130, even pave loads, they get shot down really quick. So, you know, a counter UAV to fuck them up when they're, you know, trying to find somebody, they can't use their radar. And since they're countered, you get a Predator missile. The Predator missile, they can't see where it's coming from or where it's landing, so they may all be running into each other and they wouldn't know it, and you could get like an easy quad. And then the Harrier strike, a lot of people actually do use their radar to locate the Harrier, so, you know, if their radar's jammed and they don't know where that Harrier is, you know, exactly, then it's going to take them a bit to shoot it down, and it's going to end up getting you a little bit more kills. So, counter UAV, Predator missile, and Harrier strike are definitely three of my favorite kill streaks in Modern Warfare 2. So I want to talk about Modern Warfare 3 today and just some of the basic things that are going on in that game, and a little bit of a video that I posted a while ago on my channel that actually kind of came true. So number one I want to talk about is the return of the Predator missile. So I was watching the E3 gameplay demo for Modern Warfare 3, and I know it's campaign only, but you know, typically what Infinity Ward like to do is put a lot of their stuff from campaign into the multiplayer. And what I saw in there was the Predator missile, and it looked a lot better in Modern Warfare 3. At least the looks of it does. I don't know if the actual, you know, effect of the Predator missile is going to be any better or worse, but so far what I looked at on the Predator missile, it looked pretty badass, and I'm just excited to see it come back because Predator missile is definitely one of my favorite kill streaks in the Call of Duty series, just because, you know, 5 kills, and you know, it can usually get you 1 to 9 kills if the other team's all stacked on one flag and then not many of them have painkiller, and you just drop the Predator on all of them. Hell, you can get 9 kills with it. I'm not saying that there is a very good chance of that happening. In fact, there is. You are threading the needle of chances when it comes to dropping a Predator on the entire enemy team, but there is always the possibility. Don't ever get me wrong. Have I personally done it? No, I have not. The most kills I've gotten with a Predator missile, I believe, is 5. And that was on a ground war on Scrapyard. We had them spawn trapped at sea, and the Predator just destroyed them. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk back into Modern Warfare 3. The Predator missile coming back is definitely a good thing in my opinion. It's just one of those kill streaks that are fun to use. Hell, they may be overpowered, but guess what? It's Call of Duty. If there's not an overpowered thing in Call of Duty, it just doesn't seem normal to me, so, you know, I'm kind of glad stuff's overpowered. It gives us something to complain about. It makes the game more fun because everyone just becomes a douchebag, and it becomes our main mission to go around and fuck their day up. So, what else did I see in that trailer? I saw this grenade launcher, and the funny thing about this grenade launcher is it had this kind of this weird scope on it. And I was listening to Robert Bowling in the demo for it. He was talking about how this thing worked, and basically what he said was when you aim this, look at that panic knife, that's just terrible. But you know, you got to give him props. He was running around with akimbo TMPs. I don't see that set up too often, so whatever. Maybe he ran out of ammo. I don't know what the case is, but I got panic knifed off my kill streaks. I hate when that happens. But anyway, back to the Predator, not the Predator. We already talked about that. Back to the grenade launcher type thing. Robert Bowling said that that sight was used to position the Predator. Why do I keep saying Predator missile? It is to position the grenade launcher, I think he said 1 meter behind where you actually aim it, so that I'm not saying this is going to be multiplayer, but if there are people on an elevated position that you would normally have to really precisely aim on your grenade launcher to, the grenade launcher pretty much kind of directs itself onto their position if you aim it at them at a specific location. Well, not really a specific location, more of a, how can I put this? More of a, I don't know, vicinity location, a territorial location, kind of like if you put it in one certain area, it'll kind of direct itself a little bit to hit the target you're actually trying to hit. So it seems like if it was in multiplayer, it would be extremely overpowered, but if Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer and Raven are actually concerned about, what could happen to their title if they produce another game-breaking mechanism to the game, such as one-man army and commando and all that good stuff, then they would be out of a job, and the Call of Duty series would probably come to an end unless Treyarch can pull it back and bring it back from the dead next year. So if they're smart, they won't put this thing in the multiplayer. And if they do put it in the multiplayer, they'll make it so weak that there's no possible way it could be overpowered. It could just be annoying. And hopefully they find some way to not implement that into the game and screw us all over. So anyway, another thing I saw in the campaign was an M4 with two scopes. This had the holographic sight and it had the ACOG sight. And the way this thing worked was you start off with one scope. You could aim in, kill people with that. And then if you want to switch to the other scope, your character just kind of like slides the holographic sight to the left, and the ACOG scope kind of slides itself up onto the right, kind of like a clockwise, counterclockwise kind of thing. Like you turn it clockwise, you'll get this scope. You turn it counterclockwise, you'll get that scope, and so on and so forth. And I think it could be kind of cool. I'm not really sure how that'll work with sniper rifles. Like if you could put the ACOG scope on a reg scoped sniper rifle, I think that might be kind of weird. I mean, I wouldn't say it'd be overpowered because, if quick scoping is gone, like if they don't put sleight of hand pro, like the benefit of that onto a sniper rifle like they did not do in Black Ops, then it could be a good thing for close range snipers. If you know there's going to be a guy in close range, turn your scope to the ACOG and you have a better chance of fighting. And if it's a long range engagement, I just dropped a water bottle, sorry about that. If it's a long range engagement, then you just go ahead and switch back to the regular scope and you can pick them off from long range. I mean, it sounds like a good idea. Like, that's probably going to be their way of dealing with quick scope because they know how people like to snipe in close quarters, so they'll probably figure, oh, here we go, let's throw an ACOG scope onto the reg scope, and there you go, we have close range and long range sniping. Even though people that have been quick scoping since Call of Duty 2 are not going to do that kind of shit. They're still going to be pulling up that reg scope in close quarters and trying to get those sick 360 no scopes and collaterals and ladder stalls and whatever else there's buzzing around in the whole trick shot community. I'm not against trick shotting. In fact, I love doing trick shots in like private matches, but when it comes to the actual regular multiplayer game, I can't trick shot to save my own fucking life. So I just stay away from doing all that and just continue on with what I do normally, and that's just snipe the shit out of people normally. So anyway, yeah, the dual scopes is going to be kind of cool. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be an attachment that I personally am going to use a lot of, but maybe I'll slap it on there a couple times just to see how it works and if it's any good. So I got my kill taken there from somebody while I was trying to get the predator. I should have went for the guy that went in the building, but yeah, you can't really do anything about that. I wasn't expecting that guy to die. Can't really tell who's going to get killed when you're in a predator missile, so whatever. So this game's coming to an end quickly. My friend calls it a nuke and it ends the game. And I don't really think there's anything else new about Modern Warfare 3 that we are all are, unaware of. Sorry, my words getting scrambled here. It's early in the morning, and I'm not really thinking straight. So, yeah, there's always a list of weapons on the internet that everyone can look at. There's a list of some of the kill streaks, some of the perks. There's a lot of stuff in Modern Warfare 3 that a lot of us knew about, but I'm just talking stuff that came directly from the E3 trailer that got uploaded, I think, like 2 days ago. And a lot of people don't know about these things that are going into the campaign, and it's possible they could come into the multiplayer. So there's the nuke, and that's going to be the game right there. I think my final score here is 35-7, and obviously we get the win because of the nuke. We would have got the win regardless, but that was my game. If you guys want to see some more Modern Warfare 2, let me know. If you want to see some Black Ops, let me know, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Not bad, not bad. I still can't remember.